We talked before the game, our players, out there in left field, and I thought it was critical the way we needed to start the game. Just our approach against Wyatt needed to be good. Felt like we had some good matchups in there. Wilkinson being one of them, he made us look good tonight. That's the second game in a row that we've come up to the plate in the top of the first inning, and the contact's been really loud, and just kind of set the tone for us in those big ACC midweek games. And I thought it set the tone for the rest of the night. Our bullpen was sensational again, and those kids they're fun to watch.
Yeah, you talk about the first inning, Will's blast, one that just sneaked in there at the pole in right field. How big was that to set the tone? And then, Logan to follow up later just to attack against Wyatt early and stake yourself to a 5-0 lead.
No, Will's ball came off so loud. I didn't know if it was going to stay fair or not. I really didn't think it was going to from the third base box, and just snuck inside the foul pole there. And he's a baseball player, man. He didn't get off to the start he wanted to, but that kid really cares. It matters a lot to him. He takes a lot of pride in what he does. His body language wasn't great, early. It was just a frustration that I haven't seen out of Will much. And, man, he's just been great about, fixing some things and getting himself more on time. And, the quality of contact with his swings lately have been great. And then, Logan's doing the same thing. And, just to see those kids have success when they come in and work, and they come in and, nobody sees that. Nobody sees them coming in here and watching video and how much time they spend in the cages and, how much time goes into – 4 at-bats in a game. A lot of time goes into it, and I'm really proud of Garrett Wilkinson, too. He got on base twice tonight, had a big double for us in the first inning, and he hadn't been in the batter's box much. So, when your coaches think it's a good matchup for you and you go up there and relax and perform, that says a lot about Garrett. He's a great kid.
Another guy who's been having himself a really good stretch here is Aaron Anderson, and his 4th straight multi-hit performance. He leads the team with 9 of those. What can you say of what he's been doing since you've elevated him to that cleanup spot and had a guy who is consistently getting on base, consistently putting the ball in play, and helping this offense get to the middle third, bottom third, with runners on and in good situations to bounce?
Yeah, no, Aaron started the season in the 2-hole, and quite honestly, I didn't really think he was coming up in some big leverage moments, if you will. There wasn't enough runners out there for him. I didn't think so. Pushing Jake and Gray in front of him and then putting him down there in the 3-hole. He's really responded with that and gotten some big hits for us. Obviously, that walk-off this past weekend against VCU was big, and he's another one, man. It really, when he gets in that batter's box, man, it's on. It matters to him, and he's a competitive kid. I thought his catch today in left field was unbelievable too. So when the ball's hit to him or he gets in that batter's box, man, he's going to find a way. And I'm glad he's got a Liberty uniform on. He's one of those kids that was in the transfer portal and could have gone anywhere he wanted to. I'm thankful he chose us.
Last one for me, Scott. You look at this 12-game winning streak, and the offense has been putting up some good numbers, but the pitching's been really stellar through this, with the exception of that first game against UNC. What can you say about what the starters, the bullpen, those guys have been doing, and how well those guys pitched tonight? Mason, got in the jam early, but David come in and he's pitched in some really big spots and delivered some really quality innings. And the way those guys have been able to get you guys through this stretch with 3 ACC wins and 12 wins overall.
Yeah, I think everybody's just kind of, you start the year and what exactly my role is going to be, it's hard to define it, I think, when the season starts right away. Now I think you're seeing guys that know, where they fit. They know their role. I mean, I know Mason Hand hasn't given us, 5 or 6 innings like he wants to. But if I'm not mistaken, the last 3 midweek games against ACC teams, he's given us a chance to jump out to a 3-0 lead, and then a 4-0 lead, and then again to a 5-0 lead tonight. So just for him to be able to attack and get us off the field and get us in the dugout, and hey, here we come, and we score for him, that settles our team in. So Mason's got to keep growing. He knows that, but he's doing a great job for us in his role right now, and I'm proud of him. The same goes for our bullpen as well, and our starting pitching on the weekend. That's how you win. You got good starting pitching that can get to your bullpen with a lead. So our bullpen's done great, but there's another factor, in my opinion, to that sometimes I know I overlook a little bit, is the fact that our starters have done such a good job of, getting us there and putting those guys in positions where we don't have to overuse anybody and extend anybody just to try to win a game.